Hey, welcome back by a very new vlog. Tomorrow Animix releases their newest album. Ooh, what is the name again? A Midsummer and Mixed Dream. I was very surprised by their song Roller Coaster, and I'm curious how it's gonna sound in the full album because, well, we didn't hear much pop mix, which they are actually known for. Well, yeah, we'll have to see. Also, Jungkook is releasing a single, but is it a single or is it going to be an album? I believe just a single called 7, which I'm very excited for, especially with this package. So in here must be the biography of BTS. I'm freaking excited. I cannot wait to open this up because one of the things that I also hope to do this week is a lot of reading. Last week I got only one manga and that was it. I was pretty burned out. I do feel better for this week just because I have a better work-life balance. It has been a bit off due to my working situation, but yeah, that's what you get when you have your own company and also do interim work. Because I thought, oh, it's the summer, I won't be busy. Except for this summer, apparently. I'm gonna be very, very busy. Luckily, I already booked a holiday in September, so I can relax. And I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, so this week I still have some relaxing moments, luckily, that I hopefully can fill with lots and lots of reading. And also, I want to watch Le Sserafim, their YouTube, because the Leniverse is coming back this week. But there are so many videos I haven't watched from the Unforgiven era. So yeah, I definitely should do that as well. But first, let's open up this package. It was a bit impossible to unbox this book on camera, but here you go. I got the UK edition just because I'm also studying Korean from an English perspective, even though there was also a Dutch edition and Dutch and Korean have more things in common than English and Korean. But because I'm studying it this way, it felt more natural to get the English version. It's a very big book. I am planning on reading this biography this week, but I have absolutely no idea how long this will take me. It's over 500 pages, so it probably will take me a while, even though there are so many beautiful pictures in there as well. We'll see. I will keep you guys updated. It's Thursday evening. I just had a shower after a day that felt like it was never ending. You know, sometimes you have one of those weeks that you're like, I have the feeling everything goes wrong. Anyway, this is definitely one of those weeks that I'm like, I cannot wait for the weekend, seriously. Nevertheless, the clips you just saw were from yesterday when I was in Germany. It sounds very far since I'm from the Netherlands, but trust me, it's not. It's actually closer than the next Dutch city. And I did some shopping together with my mom. I even went to the bookstore, but I did not buy any manga. I know, shocker, like, what? But they had nothing that I liked or was looking for. So yeah, no manga for me. But however, I did got Taylor Swift tickets. I'm so excited. I was not planning on going because, well, reasons. But I got asked last minute by a friend of mine, and she was like, do you want to go? And I was like, yes. And she was like, well, I'm currently in line and I probably am gonna make it. So I was like, yeah, I want to go. So I'm going to Taylor Swift next year. Also, funny enough, in Germany. So there are luckily also some highs of this week. But since I'm freaking tired and I deserve a break tonight, I am watching some anime. So let's have a look of what I'm watching. I'm gonna watch the second episode of My Happy Marriage, and I grabbed some snacks, some chocolate and strawberries, and after that I hope to read more of the BTS biography. I am very surprised though so far. Like, I kind of thought that it was gonna be more about, I don't know, I was just expecting something different. But hopefully this weekend, which should be possible, I hope to read more out of it. I'm definitely not gonna finish it. I would be surprised if I can finish it in just less than a week. We'll have to see. I'm ending the work week with some reading in the BTS biography. The first 50 pages or so, I wish they were a little bit better edited. I saw some mistakes. I am not sure if it was due to the English translation or not, but one of the names got mixed up, and yeah, that's a little bit of a pity. But also in general the writing was not that clear, and again, I'm not sure if it's because of the English translation or if it has something to do with the Korean version as well. But I guess around the 50-page mark I got really into the story and I was feeling it a little bit more. It could also be because I got used to the writing style. I don't know. But nevertheless, I really like how this book is set up, that you also can see the albums and some hidden tracks and whatnot and some more information, which is really, really cool. And also, I think it's really fun that you can tell, is it also on this page? Yes. That you can tell when one of the guys says something and other times when the biographer is just writing the story down. So I think that's personally is really, really cool. And yeah, like I said, I really got into the story, so let's read some more tonight. Happy Saturday! This morning I bought some new PCs. I do have to wait until they arrive, but still, I'm already gonna make some space. They will arrive when I do the next vlog. That's in the week when Itzy have their comeback, but I believe this vlog is actually gonna go live in that week, and then the week after you will get the vlog of that week. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I bought 2 Bahi PCs because I've really been neglecting my collection of hair, which makes sense because I'm still annoyed that there are 3 PCs that I still don't have. Oh, oopsie. And these were all from a Go that I bought over a year ago. But it's not my gum that is late, but truly the person that he bought it from. So yeah, I am really annoyed with that, and I've decided that I will buy them myself from a different seller because I'm so annoyed that this isn't complete yet. Same goes for Troubleshooter. I have a lot of problems with the 2 last PCs, and that all has to do with the fact that they are overly popular, which basically made me not love collecting her as much as it used to. But I know it's not about Bahiyi because she's amazing. Can I do this with one hand? Probably not. Anyway, I know it has nothing to do with Bahiyi, but it just has been such an annoying experience collecting her. Anyway, I know it was just a lot of bad luck, but this is me setting up a love struck. I bought a total of 2 PCs so far. I know there is a total of 9 PCs, 3 for each version. But as of right now, I've decided that I'm not gonna collect all 9 of them, especially because a lot of them look similar. So per version, there are multiple that look quite similar. So I've decided that I'm either gonna just collect 6, 2 of each version, or just 1. And I already got 2 out of the 3 versions. There are some differences clothing wise, so I think I might want to do the 6 versions, but it all has to do with what I can find online, and so far this has been it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been really looking for Bahiyi because I was more focused on Bangchan and Le Sserafim. They are my top priorities. So I've got my Fearless collection complete. Almost my Anti-Fragile. I'm only missing volume 1 of Junjin. And also Unforgiven. There are a lot of PCs missing. Well, a lot. I mean, only 3. So I'm halfway there. And I am still thinking about collecting also the other girls. Just 1 PC each. So I might want to change it up from the next era that I'm gonna collect all the girls but just 1 PC of each member, and that's how I'm gonna roll from that moment onwards, because I truly love all the members of Le Sserafim. Like, well, I mean, this is the day off in Jeju, so I got all the cards, of course, because it was in the photo book. And honestly, I really like it. I really dig it that I have all the girls. So I might want to change it up, starting from the next comeback onwards. But I'm not entirely sure. I might also, yeah, still collect my Junjin and Kazuha. We'll have to see. I truly don't know. But what I do know is that I really enjoy collecting Le Sserafim, even though they are a bit of a pain because, first of all, they are more on the expensive side, and second of all, they are just very hard to get in Europe. I don't know what's up. Well, I do know a little bit because I know that Le Sserafim has a higher ranking when it comes down to streams, so they might not sell as much albums compared to the other K-pop artists of 4th gen. But they are doing very, very well coming down to streams. And I think that's personally very important. I also think Le Sserafim is not much of a group that, well, I think they are more for everyone. And they have just a really different kind of fan base. I would not be surprised that they will have that in the future they will have more of a similar fan base to Blackpink, but not in a way of that the fans are similar, or, I mean, Blackpink is huge. I don't mean it like that. I mean it more like Blackpink doesn't necessarily have fans that are also standing other K-pop artists. And I think the same will happen with Le Sserafim, because they have just a kind of a sound that is very well appreciated also overseas. So yeah, it makes it a little bit different, I guess. We'll have to see, right? Anyway, so I am still in high priority for the last Le Sserafim PCs. And then Bahiyi I do more on the side. I will see what I can get. Might also want to change this up. We'll have to see. I'm not picky, to be honest. And as of for right now with Blackpink, I will just wait a little bit. I mean, I did it the same way with the album. I started collecting the album 2 years, I believe, after the album came out. And honestly, I loved collecting after that way better than right now with Pink Venom immediately after. It was such a pain to get even the first 2 PCs. So, you know what, I will be just fine with collecting them later on. Unless they are gonna disband this summer, which is a probability. And then I'm very scared that either the PCs are gonna be sold for a very low price, or either way for a very high price. We'll have to see. But nevertheless, I still kind of hope that they will stay together. But then again, if the girls want to do something else, they should do something else, because who am I, right? It's Sunday, but not a wrap up just yet, because There are some other things that I want to film later on, but I just want to have a little sit down, talk to you guys about me and collecting. No worries, I won't quit. I love the community and everything way too much. And also, sorry, it was a trend that I saw going on my YouTube feed, so I just wanted to address it immediately. Me and collecting is going nowhere. I love music way too much for it. But yeah, that's that. The next thing is the newest releases, and I think I'm gonna start talking about that because I can be very quick about it. Yeah, let's just get into it. So here's the thing. I almost forgot that Animix had a release just because of my hectic work schedule. Nothing special, but I was a little bit off-shown when I started listening to it because of the fact that I was expecting an album and not realizing that they already had an album put out earlier this year. Or was it a mini album? I'm not even sure anymore. Anyway, so I did not know this was a single album with just 2 songs, Roller Coaster and Party O'Clock, and then the instrumental versions of them. And I was just as off-thrown by their music as by the fact that it was just a single album, because I was not expecting the not mix pop. Like, where is their mix pop going? And it's not that, I don't know how to say it, because I really like how these songs are highlighting their voices and also the way of their performance. But yeah, I'm just very surprised by everything that I've seen so far from them, from this album. I do like it though, because it's a bit easier to the ears to listen to than their other songs. But then again, what makes them Nmix is that they have mixed pop. And even though that the song Party O'Clock was highlighting it, I don't know, I was still missing bits and bobs, and I am wondering where the direction actually, where the girls are going right now, or the entertainment company behind them, because I don't know, I can't tell as a listener anymore. Maybe because I'm not an answer, so I'm not part of their fan group, then that's the reason that I don't know. We'll have to see. By the way, if you hear something in the background, there are a lot of people in the house right now, and also the washing machine is on, so just want to throw that in there. So yeah, I was not of course, now it's going off. Shh. Anyway, yeah, so I'm surprised by it, and to be honest, if there is a GYP song that I've been listening to a lot, then it's Bet On Me by ITZY. I'm honestly obsessed with that song. Truly, I cannot wait till ITZY drops their next mini album, and that's also the week that I'm gonna vlog again. I'm taking 1 week break, which I need because I have a 60+ working hour this upcoming week. It's intense. I'm gonna be fine though, I hope. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so I was more listening to ITZY than Nmix, which is fine. I mean, everyone has their own taste, right? And I'm still surprised with Nmix. We'll have to see where the next comeback is gonna go. Next release, I am just gonna head straight into it. It's 7 by Jungkook, and let me tell you, I was not prepared. I only knew that the song was called 7, that it was with Jungkook. I did not even knew there was a feature in it. I did hear that there was an explicit version. And I also knew that the song 7 was not about the members of BTS. That are 7 members. If you didn't know. But you probably did. So, you can probably get my confusion when I heard the I was like, wait, what? What is it about? I was not expecting that at all. I do love it so much. I wanted to say the actress name, but Han Si-ho Hee? But I'm not gonna lie, her name completely slipped my mind. Even though I really like this actress, I'm actually following her. I believe I've watched almost everything she's in. Just because I think she's such an amazing actress and she makes such bold moves. I know that she's mostly known for Nevertheless, but I think she's so good in My Name. I believe that's actually my favorite work of hers. Like, okay, no, Nevertheless is actually still very good, but My Name is on a different level. I think it's so good. If you want to see a thriller and with good fight scenes, My Name can be yours. But then again, no, it's gonna be explicit. So yeah, I was very surprised about the song lyrics. Do I like it? Yes, I think it's the perfect summer song. Also, it highlights Jungkook, his voice, and I was very surprised about the feature. So also when the rapping bit started, I was like, wait, what? What is going on? I just clicked on a music video. I did not even look at anything at all. So there's an amazing feature going on. I had to get used to the feature because I was not expecting it. But the music video, oh my god, that was so good. I loved the actress and Jungkook, how they were bouncing off each other. I loved the way it was filmed and the scenes. Just because they... Oh, and there was a sneeze of my mom. From my mom, I mean. I really liked how they changed up the filming style, and now I have to sneeze. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I thought it was good, and I'm still talking for a very long time, even though I said I was gonna keep it snappy. Yes, so I'm surprised. Also, are we also getting an album of JK, or are we getting it later? We'll have to see. I believe nothing is announced yet, but then again, I feel really out of the community. Like I said yesterday about me collecting Bahia PCs and also other PCs, I've been a bit out of the community for quite some time because of some things that are going on in my life and work and whatnot. Nevertheless, I've got some updates. I don't believe I said it. Maybe I did when I was talking about me going to Taylor Swift. But I bought the Seoul Tour DVD of Stray Kids. Did I say it right? Well, there you go. I bought that one. And it hopefully will arrive by the end of August or halfway September. I'm so freaking excited. Honestly, like, yes. I honestly cannot wait. So, talking about stuff that I bought. I am gonna have a longer sit down video somewhere this autumn. About me talking about my collection and whatnot, but I definitely did make some decisions because I was wondering if I should start collecting more groups, like albums that I really like from other artists, and then just one-off purchases or whatnot. Also, I was thinking about collecting Baby Monster, just because I think the girls are so incredibly talented. But I've made the decision that I'm truly gonna focus on Le Sserafim and Stray Kids. I know that there's also a photo together with Le Sserafim, but it's mostly Stray Kids related over there. So I think I'm really gonna focus on the girls and the boys that I just said, because I really like their music. I love their content. I'm really behind on Stray Kids though. I am quite starting getting up to date with Le Sserafim, but I think these two groups are gonna have my main focus until the end of the year. BTS is gonna probably have more of a focus of mine once they have a comeback as a group. Yes, I still support their solo endeavors, but nevertheless I really like them as a group, and yeah, I'm gonna focus on them later on once they get back. With Blackpink we'll have to see probably, because we don't know. They might disband this summer, which is a scary thought, but if the girls decide to do that because their contracts are ending, then that's definitely what they should do. So with Stray Kids, I'm really gonna have focus also on other things that they put out there, and also the same way with Le Sserafim. I am, however, still thinking about, for both of them, to start maybe also collecting the Japanese versions, just because I really like their Japanese versions of their music. But they are a bit harder to get, and they are also more on the expensive side, so we'll have to see if I really start doing that or if I'm just focusing on other stuff that they put out there. Anyway, those were my collection updates, and now I'm gonna head back into reading. Welcome to the wrap up. It's actually quite a few days later, but today it was a rainy and very dark day. I even got a blanket on, and I was editing videos, and then I realized I had not ended this video. But however, I got a chance to read more of the BTS biography. I am this far. I mean, it's a very big book, and I'm also savoring it. And it has been such a fun experience. I am listening at the albums that they're talking about while I'm reading about it, and that made the reading experience this much better. So I do have a few critique points, so let's start with that. I wished it was edited a little bit better, and to be honest, I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the translation or that there was already something going on with the Korean writing, which I have the feeling that's more of the case rather than the translation. So it's very repetitive in the things that are being said. Not as much from the boys, but more as how the storytelling goes. If they had just explained something, like 2 pages later they say and remind you of the thing they just explained, which I'm like, I'm not sure if that's necessary. I mean, I get it if it was like 10 pages, especially because it's this very big book. I would have expected it to happen if it was like around 10 pages, or if there is a certain detail that they want to remind you of, then I'm fine if that happens in 2 pages. But yeah, I wish there was 1 or 2 more editing rounds, because some of the things that are happening would not have been picked up with 1 more editing round. You need probably a second for it. So if you're wondering why is she critiquing it like that, I actually work in the publishing world, so I do know how books are made and how storylines get set up, and also how an editor would critique a book of a writer. So yeah, because I'm also an editor, so I know my stuff, and I wish there was 1 more editing round. But other than that, oh yeah, that's also one more thing. I am wondering when they started to make this biography, to be honest. Was it like a year ago? Or was it like 2 years ago? Because that actually says a lot about the editing process, and we don't know. Or maybe we do know, but I don't know. Maybe Google knows. Who knows? Not me. So yeah, other than that, I do absolutely adore the design. I like that you have like these quote pages, especially because it's a very thick book, so it gets very overwhelming if you only have like letters going on. I mean, it's a book, so of course there are letters, but still it's very overwhelming, especially with a biography. And I love the design of the chapter names. I know it's very simple, but it does remind me of BTS and how they their album designs. That was the word I was looking for. And I also really like, okay, so this is where I'm at right now. You have QR codes and also footnotes. A lot of footnotes, which are very helpful because, to be honest, I don't know everything, especially in the earlier eras. To be honest, quite a lot of eras I don't know all the details of, because yes, I'm a very big fan of the group, but I'm not the kind of person who watches every single YouTube videos a group puts out. I don't even do it with Le Sserafim, and I started to stan them right at the beginning, even pre-debut. So yeah, you know, and I don't even watch all their videos, and to go back in to a discography from a group that is ginormous, that's a lot. But how the story itself is built up, I like it, really. Because one of the things that I like so much about it is that it really tells the layers of their life that they were living. Sometimes I was wondering at certain points, because I knew certain details of their lives and what was going on, I was like, wait, when is this part coming on? Like American Hustler life? I thought it was gonna be mentioned earlier, but instead of that, they wanted to talk more about the albums and then talk about American Hustler life and how that impacted them and writing Dark and Wild. So it made sense, but I, as someone who knows more about their lives, was really wondering, like, when is this part coming down? So that took a little bit, but other than that, it did make sense in the end, that I was like, yeah, of course they are now talking about the albums and the choices they made, which was very interesting to read about, because they had to make certain decisions that were not very K-pop group at all. They also made decisions based on what they wanted, but also, yeah, what does the fandom want? And what, yeah, how do we grow from here? Which is very interesting, and I really want to read more of it. I do have a book that I have to read for work next, so I have to do that next. So I'm probably gonna read this book again in the next vlog that I'm doing. I'm gonna vlog again in the week when ITZY has their comeback. But luckily, when this video goes live, it's only like a couple of days later, so perfect. Or is it? I can't remember. I'm too tired. Work has been a lot lately, like I've told you guys a million times. But I have some good news, and I'm already gonna share it here. I'm finishing my current contract at the beginning of September, and from that moment onwards I'm gonna do sit-down videos again, and I could not be more delighted. I will still be working, but my biggest contract will be over. And it will be the biggest contract of the year of 2023. And after that, I will only do freelance work. So I won't be as tired anymore. And I would have more energy to do more videos and also just chill. Because I had quite a few hours working 60 to 80 hours a week. And I know there are so many people doing that. Like, you have my respect. But I've come at an age and time in my life that I've done this for over a decade, and I'm sick and tired of it. So from September onwards, I'm gonna have a way more chill time in life, I guess. Okay, I hope to catch you guys next time, and have a good one. Bye!